Hey guys. Oh my goodness, this is so sad. It's really sad. I feel so sad for Sebastian. Um, I do. Man, you guys, people really care about Sebastian. They care about this case. Um, People are really hurt over this case. We didn't know Sebastian before this, and we didn't ask for this. But people are really invested in this case, and it is really sad that I mean, it's just emotional. It's emotional for a lot of people that are parents that have nieces and nephews, and I mean, it's just emotional, and it's sad that it's not emotional for Katie and Chris Proudfoot. You guys, these are my opinions. These are not facts. I mean, I'm just talking off the top of my head. I'm just I'm just upset because people are upset. And when I hear other people um crying and giving their opinions and crying and being upset over a child we don't even know, it's sad. I'm upset. It upsets me. Um, I mean, it's emotional, you guys, and I feel like things are coming out about Katie and Chris's family that we didn't know. Neighbors are talking. I mean, that stuff is coming out. Of course it is. Of course it is, because our higher power is going to make sure that this baby is found and he has a proper burial and things are done the right way, because this is not right. It's just not right. I mean, people have even spending their time and their efforts to look for Sebastian, and other people are trying to stop the search for Sebastian because they don't want him found. They don't want things coming out that they don't want to be found. And like I said, I knew that picture wasn't him. I mean, uh, just because of the stepdad and Katie, I mean, the biological mother. We already know. We know what's going on. We're not crazy. We're not stupid. We're not dumb. Like I said, we see this all the time. I don't want to be angry. I just don't want to be angry. But I'm angry. I'm fucking frustrated. Like, I'm pissed off. But I'm tired of talking about Chris. I'm tired of talking about Katie. It's just it's a broken fucking record. It is. It's just a broken fucking record talking about these two idiots. They're fucking idiots, you guys. And I hate to say that, alive or not, but we already know that it's most likely not. Sebastian's not going to be found alive. Um, so hey, Justice Joan, how you doing, honey? Girl, I just got off work. I'm so tired, but I had to come on here tonight because I am listening to I was on what was her name? I was on I love this girl right here. What is this girl's name? Her name is Jay. Jay for Justice. I love her. And I was listening, and she had these she had two call-ins from two different dog handlers. And the second dog handler, I mean, she was just pouring her heart out about how she came from California and went to Chris and Katie Proudfoot's house or around there or somewhere, and Chris wouldn't let her search. Chris wasn't letting her search. Mm-hmm. Jay for Justice. I love her. She said Chris wouldn't let them search. Chris Proudfoot wouldn't let him search. But I just want to tell her, you know what, that's okay. And we all appreciate her for getting on a private plane, flying out to Tennessee to help find Sebastian. We all appreciate you, honey, because we know what happened to Sebastian. And the world is getting ready to know about Sebastian because I believe in my heart that they just found Sebastian. When that boy pulled that fishing pole up and he had a leg attached to it and it had a sock on it, honey, and I hate to say it, but I believe that was Sebastian. I believe that's Sebastian. I believe that's Sebastian because the Allah is great. He's the greatest. He is the greatest. And he will have the last say. Not Chris and Katie. Allah will have the last say. And you don't mess with his children. And Sebastian, he wanted to be found. He needs to be buried. He needs to have a proper funeral and he needs to be buried so he can rest in peace. He wasn't at peace not being buried. So I believe that it's all getting ready to come out. Everything is getting ready to come out. about what happened to this baby. And I hope that Chris and Katie rot in fucking hell. You guys rot in hell for what you did to Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers. He didn't have a chance. He didn't. He didn't have a chance with you monsters. And I know you had some help. You had some help because after that fun day that he had, Katie knew that that was going to be his last hoorah, humdada, shadada. That was going to be his last day. It was going to get rid of him, allegedly. That's why Chris was like, when that picture came out of that young boy at Grandfather Mountain, Chris was like, he hurried up and said, "That's not him. No, that's not Sebastian." You know why he said that? He knew where Sebastian was at. He knew where Sebastian was at. That's why he was like, "That's not him." It's just it's just sad. It's really sad that it's getting ready to come to a head because I believe that the kids that were fishing in Mississippi found Sebastian. I believe that that's going to be that's probably Sebastian. I hate to say that, but really in all of our hearts we all know that that Sebastian's not here anymore. After 2 months, you guys, he's not here anymore. And if you really think about it, it's gonna be a good thing because we can all have some type of peace knowing that somebody's gonna be arrested. Somebody, somebody, some people are getting ready to be arrested for this crime. Trust and believe they're getting Chris and Katie for sure. It's over. Trust and believe they're in that camper arguing and fighting. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They're trying to figure out the next move. But you better make your best move, the right move. You better get your ass in that police station, Katie, because Chris is about to turn on you. He gonna blame it all on you. He gonna say you did it. But see, we can, because Katie was the last one with him. And Katie's the one that called Chris. She called him. She was on the phone with him all day. Katie called Chris to come get him, to come get Sebastian. Because he's the one that got the scratches and the bite marks. We can't forget about the scratches and the bite marks. Chris has this, but I believe Katie's the one. That redhead, that fiery redhead. would never take my autistic kid on a play day like that. That's just too much. It'd be too much for him. I would never do that. That's just too much. That's just too much. It would be too much going on for him to even want to stay. Even after the grocery shopping, he'd be ready to go home. He not gonna want to go to the bowling alley, grocery shopping, the bowling alley, and out to eat. No, he's not gonna want to do that. And I know Sebastian was like, I had enough. Even after the grocery shopping trip. Because if you're getting snacks and you're really not even giving it to him, you're not feeding it to him. He done been around you so long, Katie, that he knows those snacks ain't for him. And I'm just saying, man, these people, these proud fucking foot feet people, they got people out here looking for Sebastian. Out here looking for fucking Sebastian. And they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're trying to shut off. They're trying to shut everything down. Anything you got to do, anything that has to do with looking for Sebastian, finding him, they're they're shutting that down. And Chris is on every YouTube channel trying to change his voice. He's up here talking on every. But you're not looking for Sebastian. You don't have you have no you gives a two fucks about looking for your stepson. But guess what, Chris and Katie? Like I said, you're going to fucking prison because I believe that they found Sebastian. And you guys see that there was on a property that nobody was supposed to be on, that nobody was supposed to be on. It was private property. It was the perfect place to put a body. What's happened? That the mom, you know what's ironic is that what mom worked security systems, but they didn't have any cameras working supposedly around the house. That doesn't make sense to me. That don't make no sense to me either. And guess what? I bet you they did have camera system. Why wouldn't they have a camera system? And her ass installs camera systems. That's what she said. That's what they. That's what. And Chris claiming, he's like, oh, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna give out that information if we had cameras. Well, guess what? They already said they caught Sebastian stealing cookies out the kitchen, going in the refrigerator. They had to have some cameras because how did they see that? Because they said they saw it. They didn't say, oh, we caught him. They said we saw it, which means they ass had some cameras in their house. They had cameras in their house. And then you're going to tell them, and then they're going to say, the neighbors is going to say, you had that baby sleeping in the garage? He was in the garage, sleep on his mattress? Now, wonder why Katie said, I had a, because you remember when she said on that first interview, she said, I went and woke him up. She said, I went and woke him up. She said, I had to go wake him up. You know why? She said she had to go wake him up because, listen, my autistic kid is 16 years old. I don't have to wake him up for school. I don't gotta go wake him up. In the videos that I saw Sebastian in, the few that I saw him in, he looked like he could wake himself up. Don't want to give misinformation, but I believe that that's what. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't got my glasses on. That's what transpired. Mm-hmm. Listen, these people have. You can't tell me that Katie and Chris Proudfoot did not have no cameras in their house. She was a whole tech. She installed cameras. Why wouldn't you have them in your $600,000 house that you want to make sure that nobody's breaking into? And guess what? Chris wasn't never home. So he's controlling. So why wouldn't you want to have cameras in your house so you can make sure you watching everything that's going on? And the way Chris act, I'm pretty sure he gonna make sure he know what he can see everything that's going on in that house. He's a narcissist for sure. Chris is a narcissist. But what about, listen, what about when Katie and Chris was doing that first interview? The first interview they did, and Katie and Chris, you remember? Did you hear how their dogs was barking in the background and they had to tell the dogs to be quiet? Did you hear that? And they lived there and their dogs was barking in the background. Now, if I was doing an interview at my house and my dogs was in my house and they're, I'm around them every day. I'm around my dogs every day. Why would my dogs be barking? Why would my dogs be barking? You guys, did you hear that? So when they was doing the first interview about Sebastian, I think it was like 8 days after he went missing, they did that first interview with the lady. And I believe, yeah, they were inside their house. You heard their dogs barking in the background. And if them dogs could talk, if them dogs could talk, I bet you they was trying to tell us something. Those dogs was barking like crazy, and they had to tell them dogs to be quiet. So you don't think if Sebastian walked out that damn door, them dogs wasn't barking? They was barking with Katie and Chris in there. They was inside their own house. Something is not right, and we are getting ready to find out. Honey, we getting ready to find it on out. It's getting ready to go down. What you say? Let me see, cause I'm kind of blind. My ass is old. Yeah, I think was so too, but I don't get too involved with the other around other YouTube streets because here's too much bullshit. I know going on with all the misinformation and all these people. I know, you know what? There is a lot of misinformation, but you know what? If you watch them two, if you watch Chris, it's just a motherly instinct that you have in your gut. Because a lot of us have children And even if you don't have children, there's something in your gut that tells you something is not right here. Something ain't right. Why would you go on uh, YouTube streets? Why would you go on the YouTube streets and tell everybody that Sebastian liked to pee on himself? He liked to shit on. Why would you tell somebody? Why would you tell everybody that? And Chris wonder why we look at him like he's crazy. Why would you tell um everybody that all these crazy stories about Sebastian? That's filthy and disgusting. He don't got nothing good to say about Sebastian. Not one fucking thing. He can't even clean up his fucking mess about all the shit he talks about Sebastian. And that's why I'm telling you, something is something is getting ready to happen. That's big. Something is getting ready to happen. Those boys was out there fishing. They wasn't supposed to be out there fishing. That land says do not trespass. No fishing. And it's in Mississippi. And you guys, let me tell you something. We talking about FBI. Chris went over state lines. Katie over state lines. We talking to FBI. They not finna play with these Proudfoots. Everybody ain't risking their job for no damn Proudfoots. Everybody is like, they know they got connections with the police. Ain't nobody risking their job for no damn Chris Proudfoot and Katie Proudfoot. Who are they? And then I heard that Terry, let me see, is Terry the stepdaddy? I think Terry's the stepdaddy. Chris the stepdaddy gave him that RV. I know these people living above their means. That stepdaddy gave him the RV. So, Chris, you got that RV for free. You living above your means, Chris and Katie. Y'all doing too much. You doing way too much. And there was some reason why you didn't give that baby to Seth. And Chris, guess what, you guys? Chris is going to the court tomorrow with Nina. He finna be in court tomorrow with Nina. What you think gonna happen? What y'all think gonna happen tomorrow with Nina? Shit, you think a judge is finna give him any type of custody of anybody's damn child, or even his own? Hell no. It's finna be a done deal. It's finna be a done data. He ain't getting no custody of no Faith. Sebastian got sacrificed and Faith got saved. That's the bottom line. That's what's finna happen. Ain't nobody giving him fucking custody of no damn kid. Hmm. Listen, there was some chaos and there was some confusion, but I told you guys that was not Sebastian. That wasn't Sebastian. Listen, at grandfather passed, listen, there was a little boy right behind the little dude that looked like Sebastian. Had the same shoes, same pants, different shirt colors. Listen, I got a lot of twins in my family. I got a lot of Irish twins in my family. We dress them alike, maybe different colors, 'cause they start getting older. They don't want to dress alike. But those was either some Irish twins or some twins. I knew that wasn't Sebastian. They had the same shoes on, the same black pants, and different color t-shirts. That's how we dress either twin that like that's like that age. Because they're gonna be like, oh, we don't want to wear the same color. But I knew that wasn't Sebastian. And another thing, because Chris and Katie, they know where Sebastian is at. And Chris was like, that's not Sebastian. He knew that wasn't Sebastian because they know where Sebastian is at. Well, guess what? We getting ready to find out what's really going on. And earlier in this story, there was people saying that he may have, or they may have, allegedly cut Sebastian up into pieces. Allegedly, they said that. That was early on. People were saying that. People were saying that the body was cut up. And now you telling me in Mississippi they finding body parts, human remains, and then there was a sock? Because guess what? If you go into the water and you got your shoes on, like if somebody put you in the water deceased and your shoes is on, more than likely they gonna find you with your shoes on. More than likely they gonna find. Dang, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on one second. I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on. Don't go nowhere, girl. I got some stuff. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh, but listen to this. I was you know what? I was listening to this girl talk, and I just was, I almost, I mean, I was trying to hold back from crying because I'm just like, God, how could somebody do something so evil to a baby that had a father that taken him? Seth would have taken him. Like, why would you do something to him like this? Seth would have taken him. Um, so I believe that Sebastian had a lot to say. He had a lot to say. He did. Hmm. Exactly. Anybody taking away from that attention from the people that are supposed to worship the ground he walks on, I think he's on. Hmm. It's just sad that how these people could just How Katie, you. Let me talk to Katie real quick. Katie, let me talk to you because you're just a savage, selfish bitch. You just had to have it your way, or it was you and Chris's way, or the fucking highway, right? It makes no sense to me because I'm not there. I don't know you motherfuckers from nowhere. Um, but it makes no sense unless something else was going on in that house that you wouldn't just be like, you know what, here you go, Seth. I'm done. I can't do it. I'm cool. It's too hard or whatever. Because when a child has a father in his life, why not? Give him to his daddy and tell him, hey, I don't want him on the weekends either. So give him to his damn daddy. But you and Chris chose to do the ultimate for some reason. You chose to take Sebastian out of here. You chose to do the ultimate to this child. So there had to be a reason for you to do that. And my thing is, you got everybody out here in these YouTube streets wondering what happened, why they can't search, why do you got dog handlers coming out from California, from all over the place, and won't let them search your house? Chris is like, nope, you can't search my house. You're not doing it. But we know why you ain't gonna let them do it because there's some evidence in that house. She kind of looked like what? Almost like she has Asperger's. I'm not a professional, but how? Let's see how she what? The blank stones and could just be maybe she's what? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something about these two numb knucks. You know what? They learned a lot from the military. Listen, my husband, my ex-husband now. Yeah, he is my ex-husband, but I was married to him for a long time, and he was in the military, right? And listen, the stuff that they teach you in the military, I think they try to use some of that stuff to cover up this shit that they got going on. They try to use some of, you're just not gonna be smarter than people that do this all the time. Gators in Mississippi, yes. And you know what is that? That's the. Listen, the girl that was talking about her dogs and stuff. Ain't did she call her dog Gator? Her dog's name was Gator, but hell no, I don't like gators in Mississippi. I don't like gators no damn where. I don't like alligators nowhere. I was in Atlanta and I stayed at this hotel and the damn thing. I looked out the window. I was like on the top floor and I looked down and it said, "Beware of the gators." I don't want to be around nowhere, nobody's damn gators. Hell no. Hell no. I don't want no gators. But I thought it was interesting the dogs. I mean, the girl's dog, the girl that was talking on Justice for Jane, that her dog's name was Gator. And I think that Gator would have found out what happened to Sebastian. And that's why Chris was like, nope. Oh, don't they have gators in Mississippi? I'm pretty sure they got gators in Mississippi because, they got a lot of swamps and all kind of shit out there. They got and it's so hot. It's so damn humid and hot out there. I know they got gators out there. But I know what they probably was thinking was if I put them in this water, And they said that the water that they found the body parts in was fucking only like knee deep. Remember when Chris remember when Chris was like the pond down the street from his house was knee deep? But see, that's what I was saying earlier in my earlier videos. I was saying that some of that shit they was saying that they was talking about was half truths. Like they was telling some of the truth in some of that stuff they was saying. They was telling half truths. I know they got gators in Mississippi. I know it got to be. It's that water he said was listen, the police said that the water that they just found these body parts in was knee deep. They said it was knee deep. I'm trying to find here, let me find here, let me find the here, I'm gonna let you listen to this. They said that this shit was knee deep. So if it was knee deep, Kristen Chris didn't have no plan. He didn't have no plan to get rid of the body. Listen, they might have had a plan to get rid of Sebastian, but they didn't have no plan to get rid of the body. That's the part that that they got messed up on. Is they was like, where we gonna put this body? And damn, this damn thing is oh man, I'm trying to find this man, this play they play too much on there. I'm trying to find this. I want you to listen to this because they said that this pond this pond where they found these body parts at, and that's why I said take take the dogs over, cause listen, Chris wasn't trying to have nobody's dogs come up to his RV, none of that, his house, nothing. He was like, get out of here. No, I don't want it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Mississippi body. This is crazy. Let me see. Well, they got so many body parts and bodies. Shit. I don't know what they got going on up there in Mississippi, but shit, this ain't the first body they found. So I'm gonna try to find let's see, Mississippi body parts found. I think it was yesterday. I think they found the body parts yesterday. Is this it? Let me see. They listen. They got so many stories and shit. Oh, so much shit came up. That's not it. And but let's see. Is this it? There's so much shit going on. You guys, you know what? I want to say this. It's so much shit going on in this world. Listen, I hope everybody got a plan. Cause there's so much shit going on in this world. I'm gonna just go on, cause and I hope she don't care. She probably don't. Justice for Jay. It was a S. Let me see if I can play this. Let me see. I don't wanna play her whole shit. Okay. Oh, Justice for Jay. I hope you don't care if I play this, but listen to this.
They called it a lake. Yep. Good.
It hurt my heart so much to hear this girl crying. I'm just like, oh my God. I mean, it just, hold on, let me see.
I appreciate that.
I got to. I thought she was gonna let it play. I think she let it play though. Okay, but listen to this. Let's just listen to this lady crying. This lady fucking crying about Sebastian.
Everybody else does.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I love me some this is justice for JB going on. She goes hard. This part right here. Justice J, I hope you don't care if I play this, but let me play this lady fucking crying because this fucking narcissist ass fucking Christopher fucking Proudfoot didn't want her to fucking search his fucking property. Fucking bullshit. Oh shit. I can't even. Hey, hold on. My hold on, let me see. Shit, you don't hear that. That's some gangster shit right here. Let me just go to let me find it. Hold on for a second, you guys. Let me find this. This is ridiculous. Body parts. I really believe this is Sebastian. I do. And I hate to say it, but fuck, why not? Why wouldn't it be Sebastian? These people didn't even fucking give a fuck about Sebastian. Shit. They didn't care about him. Nobody fucking liked him in that fucking family. Shit. They didn't fucking give a damn. Oh, damn, there's a lot of people. I fucking hate this shit. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I know what I did wrong. Hold on. Because I said body. It was human remains. Let's see. Because, fam. Okay. Okay. So listen to this shit. This shit is crazy. Now listen, and I told them, didn't I say go in that Yogi Bear, go over by that Yogi Bear campground. Listen.
Or mostly bones. But they say there is enough evidence there, though, to give them some idea of who it is and how they died. We were called to the area. We confirmed that it was a human leg. A discovery made in an isolated pond in Flowwood Sunday into Monday, just now providing new clues. A case started with a couple of teens fishing where they were not supposed to. I feel very confident that there's enough for a DNA sample. Rankin County Coroner David Bruce says it's early in the investigation, but the DNA from the person found in the waterway could be used in cross-reference for starters with a database operated by the feds called the National Missing and Unidentified Person System, or NamUs. It can access what the general public has already offered. genealogical stuff, the ancestry.com. There's so many people that want to know about their family tree that they will take saliva samples, buccal swabs, and submit it. They'll upload their own DNA.
In the case of the Flowwood case, obviously that's unrecognizable.
Dr. Anastasia Holubinko is the state forensic anthropologist.
Even with anthropology involved, when I analyze remains, I can estimate.
You see that? You hear that? Listen, you hear that shit? Yeah. And you know how it was on private land? No trespassing. Chris didn't think that anybody was going to be on that land. That's why they picked that spot. Because it said no trespassing, no fishing, no none of that. You wasn't supposed to be over there. No, you wasn't supposed to be over there. So why wouldn't it be a good spot to dump body parts over there? Because nobody's supposed to be over there fishing. Why would some kids be over there fishing? But you know how kids are, they don't give a fuck. Shit, they gonna go do whatever they gonna do. These kids now, they're different. Shit, they'll hop a fence. They're like, yeah, let's get our fishing poles and come on, let's hop a fence and let's go fish. That's what they will do. What they said those kids were there fishing where they weren't supposed to do. Yep. And that's what they said, right? That's what they said. They weren't supposed to be over there fishing. It was private property.
Biological sex, stature, age, ancestry from the remains, as well as analyze traumatic injury if that's present.
But in the Flowwood case, the body was badly decomposed. Researchers in the state DNA lab will start the painstaking process of recovering that minute evidence and cross-referencing it with persons known to be missing, perhaps comparing their DNA with those offered by the families of other missing persons.
And in the case of a presumed identification where we think we know who that person is, if a family member is available, we'll ask for a reference sample, and then a profile is developed from that reference sample and compared with the profile from our unknown individual.
Investigators say there is a long checklist to go through of trying to identify this person. They are hoping, though, that the public might be able to help and give Flowwood police investigators a phone call.
You hear that? You guys, that's why Chris and Katie was out there at that Yogi Bear campground so fucking long. That's why they're out there at that campground. All they had to do was get those dogs out there. Story and make more money. Yep. I haven't heard anybody talking about that because I didn't, I think, till shut their story down of how other creators are different. Yeah, because people trying to make money. People, of course, YouTubers is trying to make money. You know what? That's YouTubers' job. They trying to make money. Because some of these YouTubers, this is how they live. This is how they support themselves. So, a lot of people don't have jobs. A lot of YouTubers, this is their jobs because they make good money doing this. Me, I gotta go to work. That's why I don't got time to be on here all the time. I wish I did. I wish I did have a time to be on here all the damn time. But soon I will, because I'm gonna be retiring pretty damn soon. Shit. I can have time to do like some of the other YouTubers do. But it's a lot of YouTubers that they got jobs and this is their second job. So it is what it is. I mean, people, we gotta make money. Bills gotta be paid. But you can best believe, I bet you anything that these body parts, and I hate to say it, are Sebastian's. I bet you these body parts are Sebastian's. I mean, I mean, we didn't do it. They did it. They brought this to us. They brought this shit to us. They really fucking did. And Chris want to act like, oh well, people are talking shit about him and this and that. Where's your fucking redhead at? Where's your redhead? Why she ain't talking? She was the last one with him. But see, Chris got the scars and the teeth bite, the bite, the bite marks on his arm. So he want to make sure nobody ain't looking at him. Cause no dogs bit you on your arm, and they got bite marks like a human. They got bite marks like a damn human. The only thing is there. I'm running to get my glasses. So many other things that I think creators can create versus exploiting these children. These children's cases and the victims' families, yeah, and stalking them, all the drama. Well, you know what? It's just that some of these YouTubers, like, this is how they make money, and clicks and views and likes and whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, this is the world we live in. I'm not mad at them. Chris is mad at them, but I ain't. I ain't fucking mad. Make your money. Pay your bills how you supposed to be paid. Because the mortgage company don't give a fuck about nothing, but they want their money. So this is the world we live in. Alexis Wilson is a girl that was 19 that got what eliminated basically from the Delta police. Really? See, that's some shit I really care about too. Was she black? You know, what people don't understand is that black people, you know what, when we wake up in the morning, from the time we wake up in the morning to the time we go outside to get to work, to be at work, um, to leave work, it's a struggle because we don't know if we're gonna make it home. We're different. We're not like everybody else. Everybody else that's not melanated. So we got problems. I mean, we gotta always be worried about if we're gonna make it home. These people right here, these people right here, they usually make it home. They not like us. They don't get pulled over for fucking nothing. They don't get treated like they fucking banshees. And that's why they not fucking arrested right now. Because if it was us and we said that our kid went missing, he just walked out the door. And we know he just walked out the door like Chris Proudfoot said, oh, I know he went out the door. And there was a dog, there was 18 dogs, like he said, that came up in his house, and then none of them hit on anything. Shit, we would have been arrested. Our black asses would have been gone. We would have been arrested. We wouldn't even been able to leave the police station. and then with scratch marks and bite marks on your arm, and you was allowed to leave the police station. But trust and believe, they're building a case. And I just believe right now, and I hate to say it, I hate to say it, because I love Sebastian. Like, I just can't stop thinking about him. I mean, he's in my heart and my soul every day. I just, working every day, going to work, just thinking about him all day. I mean, I just can't imagine that a mother is sitting in Mississippi in a trailer, not doing anything, not looking for him. She's letting Chris just say whatever, just doing dumb shit. I mean, she's not standing up for her child. I mean, that tells us a lot. That tells me a lot about that mother. And with me, oh, I don't want to get emotional. I'm so sorry. But having a autistic child, that really hurts. I mean, even with any child, but that right there, like, it hits me in the gut because I couldn't even imagine, like, um even with disciplining autistic child, I couldn't imagine that Sebastian was in trouble so much all the time. Like, he was always in trouble. And even in their interview, they were like, you can come home. You're not gonna be in trouble. I mean, for real? Like, bitch, that's what you're gonna say? Like, he was in fucking trouble all the goddamn time. This boy was in trouble all the time. Why would you say you can come home like you're not gonna get in trouble? Like you're not in, like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, that's what you're gonna say? And your child is missing? Your autistic child is fucking missing? You know what? Everybody out here, all the women out here that even that have kids and that have autistic kids, normal kids, you need your ass whooped, fucking Katie. You are a stupid ass bitch. You are a stupid ass bitch. God blessed you with a child that was gifted, but just gifted in a different way. And you chose to listen to Chris. You chose to do the ultimate to this baby. And when I hear, I mean, I know that I'm already upset. I know that I'm already fucking upset. But when I hear other people crying and upset, like, that really makes me upset. I feel like Sebastian has so many aunties and uncles out here that love him and that he didn't ever and couldn't even ever imagine that people were going to care about him like we all do, because you guys didn't give a fuck about him, didn't give a shit about this baby. And then for Katie to talk about, oh, he's going to have so many friends when he gets back. No, but you didn't fucking let him have fucking friends when he was alive. You didn't give a fuck about him having a social life when he was fucking alive. Why would you say he's gonna have so many friends? Bitch, are you fucking insane? You fucking took your child away from everything he fucking knows. And who knows the terror that he fucking went through looking at you and your fucking dumbass husband doing whatever you fucking did to this fucking baby. And I'm sure he was fucking terrified. He was fucking terrified of these fucking two idiots. And they think that they're gonna get away with this? Huh. That's not what's gonna happen. We're not gonna let it happen. We are not gonna let Katie and Chris proud feet, size 14 feet, fucking short ass, stubby ass Chris 14. Yeah, right. You're not gonna get away with it, Katie and Chris. You're just not. We're not gonna let you get away with it. We're gonna make sure that you both burn in fucking hell for what you fucking did. And Chris, I know you're fucking listening. I see you. Let me see. It's 147 over here. Chris, I know you're fucking up. You're fucking listening. I don't give a fuck. You're a fucking narcissist. And you're gonna get fucking caught. Because guess what? They just found Sebastian. And they're gonna find out what you did to him. Allegedly. They're gonna figure it out. Your fucking ass is going to jail. You're going to prison. It's okay, honey. That's okay. I had to leave and come back. I had to go on a potty break. My ass is old. I gotta go. When I have to go to the potty, I gotta go to the damn potty. But I just want to let Chris and Katie know that you're not gonna get away with this, and I hope you fuckers are arguing in that RV. I hope you're arguing in that RV about who's gonna go to the police first. Katie, you better get to that fucking police station, 'cause Chris is gonna go down there and tell him all kind of shit about your ass. He don't give a fuck about you. Chris don't give a fuck about you. And the police are coming, Katie. The police are coming to get you, Katie, because you were his mother and you were supposed to protect him. You were supposed to protect him from fucking creeps like Chris, creepy Chris. But you turned out to be creepy too. Your family is fucked up. You're fucked up. And nobody's fucking perfect. Everybody got somebody fucked up in their family. But does that mean you gotta be fucked up? You had a choice, Katie. You had a fucking choice to get your son away from this narcissist fucking creep, and you didn't do it. You out there taking pictures of Nina and making fun of her and making her feel fucked up about her child. Now look at you. Now look at you. You're out, you're hiding. We don't even we don't even know. We might need proof of life for you because we don't know what's going on with you. We haven't seen you. We might need a proof of life for you. And guess what? When Chris comes back from that meeting tomorrow for his daughter, that court hearing, bitch, you better be in gear, 'cause he's gonna be on a good one. Chris is gonna be on a good one tomorrow, 'cause that judge is gonna tell him, hey, what? You got a kid missing? And it's an open investigation? And you wanna do what? You want custody of who? Oh, you might as well forget about her name, 'cause you'll never, ever get custody of Faith. And it's sad that Sebastian had to get sacrificed for Faith, but this is how these people live. This is how they live. Sebastian saved Seth, my bad. Sebastian saved Faith. He did. And he saved a lot of other children from going through this. Sebastian is a hero. He is. He's a hero because he is the one that brought Chris Proudfoot out to the front and Katie Proudfoot. And you better not be pregnant, Katie. You better not be pregnant. And why would you be? Why would you be pregnant? You're gonna get rid of kids to have other kids? It just don't make no fucking sense. Katie, you sitting over there at that campground and you know they found them body parts, so now what you thinking? Now what are you thinking, Katie? What the fuck is going through your mind now? You're getting ready to get caught. I know you've been watching all these YouTube channels. You are getting ready to get caught. And what I suggest to you is get to that police station and make a statement before your husband gets there and make a statement. Yeah, we know what kind of man Chris is. We know we know what type of family Chris is in. We know a lot. People are talking. People are telling your business, Chris. And I do believe, I do, that was your cousin calling in from Florida talking about how you put frogs and shit, dead frogs in your mouth, shitted on frogs. I believe him because guess what? He wasn't fucking stuttering. He wasn't stuttering. And I believe they want everybody to fucking know what you did. That's why they're coming out. They're fucking tired of hiding shit. They're coming out and they're telling your fucking business. Because you're full of fucking shit, Chris. And Katie, you're the one. You. You are the one, Katie. You're the one that carried that baby for 9 months. You're the one that raised them for 15 years. And you're the one that was last seen with him. So whatever happened to him, it was because of you. Even though Chris has the scratches and the teeth marks, even though he has that, Kitty, you're the culprit. You're the one, bitch. You are the one that's gonna go fucking down for this. And you know what, you guys, everybody that has helped and everybody that has put their time and their effort in doing YouTube and making stories about Sebastian and these fucking uh hillbilly these hillbilly ass motherfuckers. Chris is coming in and out of here. You can tell. He's coming in and out. He's here. He listens to this shit. Chris, you're a fucking asshole. You're a narcissist. And I fucking wish for tomorrow, everything that you ever hope for is gonna be fucking terminated. Leave Faith alone. Let her go. Let her be with her mother. Let her be happy. Leave Faith alone. You're not gonna get Faith. You're not gonna get her. Tomorrow, you're gonna detach yourself from that baby. Because you'll never get that baby. They're not gonna let her go missing. Nobody's going to give you any custody of any child, and your ass got a child missing. Nina, I just want to tell you this, that I pray for you. I pray that Allah brings you so much happiness and pulls out all that grief out of your body and your soul, Nina, and gifts you with your child. He will gift you with your child, and you won't be in sorrow anymore. You can move on with your life and get you some help, honey. Nina, go get you some help because that will be the greatest thing. Get you and your baby some help, you and your kids. Get you some therapy, honey, because this is getting ready to be over with for you. Yes, that Sebastian had to be sacrificed for faith, and everybody knows, we feel horrible, horrible that this had to happen to this baby. But honey, take your child and run as far as you can and be free, Nina. And love Sebastian. Love on Sebastian because he's gonna need it. Love on him because even though he's gone, he's still here in spirit. And Sebastian, you got a lot of aunties and uncles that love you, and we here for you, and we gonna ride for you, and we gonna make sure these people get what they got coming. Oh yeah, we're gonna make sure they get what they got coming. What a terrible web they weave. Ain't that what Alex Murder said? What a terrible web we weave. Is that what he said? Yeah, well, they weaved a terrible fucking weave. And Nina, you go get you some help. Go get your kids some help so you guys can have a healthy life. Because from that video that I watched of you, honey, you need to get you some help. After this is over, get you some help. Live you a amazing life. Make sure that your kids live an amazing life. Break that chain. Break that chain. Because Chris Proudfoot and Katie Proudfoot is going to fucking prison. They're going to prison. And Chris, I know you're here. You watching. You better be lucky that wasn't me. Because guess what? It would have been you instead of my child. I would have got rid of your ass. You would have been gone. Was the what? Yes, I think it was the prosecutor. What prosecutor? It's gonna be a prosecutor. Chris, you better worry about a fucking prosecutor. Because they coming for your ass. Because if you don't think, listen, the first thing Chris said when he seen that picture of Sebastian, which what everybody thought was Sebastian. Oh, that's not him. That ain't Sebastian. Yeah, motherfucker, because you know where fucking Sebastian is at. That's why you talking about that ain't Sebastian. That's the first thing he said. That ain't him. Because he likes this. He likes this attention. He likes all the attention. He ain't never got no attention like this. Yeah, he likes this. Why would you be on air all these YouTube channels? He likes that fucking attention. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, you guys. It's late night. I chew on some cheeses. Chris fucking knows. He knows. Hmm. He knows with the terrible web they weave. Hey, that's what Alex Murdoch said that. What did he say? What a terrible did he say terrible or did he say what did he say? He said what a did he say what a terrible he said something like that. And the judge came back at the end when he had to sentence his ass. He said, "Remember what you said?" I don't know if he said what a terrible. He said what a yeah, something like that. He did say something like what a terrible web we weave, and this is one of those webs. You know what, you guys? Chris thought he was smarter than the police. He did. And you know what? If these kids wouldn't have found these body parts, you never know. He might have committed the perfect crime. Who knows? But see, Chris didn't have a lot of time. Because what these stupid ass criminals don't know is what to do with the body after you know what I'm saying, they do the ultimate. They don't know what happened. Like they don't know that plan. That like they didn't plan that part. What to do with the body. They can plan the part about getting rid of them, but it's like after that they're in panic mode. Like now what do we do with this body? They didn't know what to do with the body. But see, that's why we know that it happened after they left the row house because Chris had enough time to drive all the way up past Mississippi. He drove all the way up past Mississippi. He had time because it was still early. I mean, who knows what the fuck or where the fuck Chris Proudfoot was while all this shit was going on. I'm sure Katie was on the phone with Chris every step of the way. You see how controlling Chris is? At the grocery store, the bitch was talking to him. At the bowling alley, at the Texas Roadhouse, she was talking to him the whole time. They planned it. They planned it, and Chris had to go. He already knew that the police is gonna be looking from their house to Memphis. They was gonna be looking. They was gonna search all them spots. All right off the freeway, little roads that go down up in there and put into the woods. The police is gonna be searching all that. That's why I said they at the Yogi Bear campground for a reason. They're there for a reason. And then how many hours away was that they found them body parts? And it's funny that they said that it was knee deep. Ain't that what Chris said? He said that the pond was knee deep. But I told you there was some truth in a bunch of those lies they was telling. Because he said the pond was knee deep. Well, Chris, how tall are you? How fucking tall are you? Because you walked those body parts inside that water. You put them in plastic bags. You walked that shit inside of that fucking water. And you set them down in that water. You didn't think nobody was going to go over there because it says no trespassing. It says no fishing. That's why he went over there. He had enough time from the time they left the Texas Row House. Katie transferred Sebastian to Chris's car, and he drove. That was like 6 o'clock, 6:50. Like he drove. He had time. It was more. It was better for him to do it over state line in Mississippi because they're sitting at that Yogi Bear campground. It could have been 2, 3 hours from there because they left the Texas Roadhouse hella early. So Chris could have, boom, bring them over here. I'm gonna take them, and then you go home, and we'll get the story straight later. Well, Katie said that in the morning I woke him up. See, that's what got me too because she said I woke him up for school. That's what she said. She said I woke him up for school. See, those are some truths and some half truths. I know that for my son being autistic, and he's been autistic for a long time too, and I didn't really know he was autistic either until later in life. But we truths over here, we don't get no check over here. I don't get no check for him. I didn't choose to do that because I thought, and I still do think, and I know what I know that I don't we don't need no check because he's smart enough to go get him a job and go, be a productive citizen. I don't need no check for him. Should I pay for everything? But when Katie said I woke him up to get him ready for school, bitch, I know you didn't wake him up. You didn't wake him up. These kids don't need to be woken up. They know how to wake up on their own. But the thing is, if he was in the garage, if Sebastian was sleeping in the garage, that was one thing that she usually did was to go get him up from out the garage. She used to wake him up from out the garage because it's so cold in the garage. Of course he's still gonna be asleep. He bundled up. He cold as fuck. Of course he gonna be still asleep. So that's where you would wake him up from because if he was in his fucking room, you wouldn't have to wake him up to get up for school because he would get up on his own. That boy know how to get up on his own. And another thing, you guys, is it's just so sad. It just hurts my heart. Like, damn, it's just hurting. Just like damn, it's just like those other kids. Sincere Classic. Oh, it just hurts me. It hurts my heart and my soul for these fucking savage ass parents to be so selfish, not to give these kids a good life, but instead to take their life because they're so fucking selfish. Sebastian was being abused, you guys. He was. He was being abused. He was. And it was more than what we know. Because for her to say that, I woke him up and he was missing. No, bitch, because you went in the garage. That was your story. That was her story because she had to act it all out. That's why you guys, the polygraph, she tried to say she took, I don't believe she took a polygraph because even if she did take a polygraph, what she did was she acted all that stuff out. She acted everything out. Everything that she's talking about, that she's saying in her head, she acted all of that out. She did. She acted it out. So her going to um wake up Sebastian, she acted that out. She did go into his room or and act like she woke him up. Like they I don't know what questions they asked her for that polygraph, but she acted every fucking thing out. And see, she knew that from the military because if you're gonna act it out, you can say you did it. You can say that you did it. You went through the motions. You went to his room, you woke him up, you're acting that out in your mind. So you're thinking to yourself that that's real, that's true. I acted it out, but Sebastian was already gone. He was gone the night before. He was. He was gone after the Texas Roadhouse. That was a wrap for him. We don't take our I don't even care. Is an autistic kid or not autistic kid? We're not taking you on no $500 fucking shopping trip in one day. She acted it out. So if she passed a polygraph, everything she said, she acted it out. And if you're on medication, let me tell you something. You could pass a polygraph. She knows that. She was in the military. She knows that. And that bitch is on medication. There's something going on with Katie. I feel like Katie's gonna try to plead insanity or something. She's gonna try to act like she went insane. But we all already know about redheads. Your little feisty ass fucking redhead. You did something. Chris did something. It's getting ready to come out, honey. And I know you over there in that RV fighting right now. Y'all over there fighting. I'm gonna let you go though, Katie. I'm gonna let you go. But I wanna tell you something before I go. There's a lot of people upset over Sebastian. He got a lot of aunties and uncles. Remember when you said, oh, he's gonna have more friends than he know? Huh. We're more than friends, Katie. We are more than friends. I think that we love Sebastian more than your ass did. We loved him more than you did. And we never even met him. And that's a fucking shame. And you over there sitting in an RV, doped up on whatever, drunk, whatever, doing whatever you're doing. You're definitely not out looking or speaking about him. And that's a fucking shame. But I'm gonna let you go with this last piece. This last piece of my mind. You got YouTubers out here that love Sebastian. You got people out here with dogs that love Sebastian that want to find him because he deserves better than what you could have gave him. You didn't give him nothing but misery. You let a man come into your life. A man, huh? Not a man. what do I call him? A leprechaun. You let a little leprechaun come into your life, call your son names, holds him down like he was fucking nothing, talk to him like he was a fucking dog, treat him like shit. And you didn't give a fuck, Katie. You didn't give a fuck about nothing that was happening to Sebastian. You and Chris were over there bullying him like he was nothing. But you know what? This is getting ready to come to a head. Because I'm sure you worried about that Mississippi River finding. Yeah, you guys are worried about that Mississippi finding. This is all getting ready to come to a head. It's getting ready to be over, you guys. And we could put Sebastian to rest. He can be rested in peace because he won't be rested in peace until he's found. So Sebastian will be rested in peace. Seth, you know, I pray for you. I do. I pray for you, Seth, because this is getting ready to be hard on you. This is going to be the worst thing that I mean. This is going to be hard for Seth. You guys, he's gonna need all the support he can get. I know sometimes we're hard on Seth too, just because that's what happened in the YouTube streets. We pretty much hard on every fucking body. But Seth, we love you, and we know you passed your polygraph. We know you didn't have nothing to do with it. But Katie did something, and Chris did something, allegedly. But we getting ready to find out, and I hope that Seth has his family around him. I do. I don't know how long this is going to take for them to identify these body parts, these were human remains that have been found. But I hope that Seth has his family around him because he's going to need it. And it was good to hear that Seth finally came out with what he really thought about Katie. But I just want to say, all of us, the greatest one of all time, and he's going to have the last say, not Katie and Chris. And Katie and Chris, I hope you burn in hell. I hope you burn in hell because this child, I believe, has been found. We don't know yet for sure, but with all his mighty and his grace, because we know that he's not here on this earth anymore. And with all his mighty and his grace, we will figure this out. And I know they're over there arguing in our RV because guess what? When they said that young kid found him with a sock on and he had no shoes on. You guys said he left out the house with no. Remember, Katie and Chris, we gonna roll back with all the stuff you said, right? He said he didn't have no shoes on. He didn't have no shoes, no backpack, no phone. He didn't take his game system. He didn't take nothing. You said he was like, fuck it, I'm just leaving. I don't give a damn what I got. And it's cold outside. It's funny you said he did all that and went out the front door. But I'm gonna let you go because we get ready to find out. If you're running, you bet this is the time to run now. You better get on your motorcycle, Katie, because we getting ready to find out the truth. You guys don't believe me. You don't believe what I'm saying. You're not listening. But it's okay because I told you that Sebastian was gonna be found. I didn't tell you how I know, but I got friends that are really close to the universe. And the other day, somebody tried to make fun of me because I said that picture wasn't Sebastian. And he was like, "Oh, what is that? Your psychic power saying that that's not Sebastian?" I said, "No." I asked him, "What did you think? What do you think? Do you think that's Sebastian?" If neither one of his parents can actually say 100% sure that that's him, because I know my child. I know my fucking child. I do. And I know a lot of people know their children. You give birth to your children, you raise your children, you see them every day. I know my child. Let me tell you, my child, my daughter, I have a little baby daughter. She lived with her dad, for, I mean, she lived with her dad, and then I would pick her up on the weekends, right? But after she started walking and talking, and we just decided, well, she gonna live with you, because I got tired of him trying to control me because of her. So I was like, yeah, she can live with you. But guess what? Even if I only picked her up on the weekends, if her little ass was on, if they put her up on a screen and said, oh well, shit, this might be her. She came up missing, and they put her up on there, and I could see her, I would know that that's her. I know her from any fucking where. I changed all them diapers. I raised her. I would have known that's my child. So for these fucking crazy ass people to be like, I don't know, I think, and all this, no. I would have known head down, ass down, foot down, feet up, shit. If she was turned around in the back of her, I would have known that was my child. So, not to say Seth is a bad parent, I'm just saying that's just me. I would have fucking known that was my fucking child or not. But people are trying to throw, the little monkey wrenches in, and they trying to, make us look at other stuff. But now what's going on? What's going on now? You guys hold Seth in your prayers. Pray for Seth because he's getting ready to need it. Because what they did to this baby is going to be unbearable for him, allegedly. But I gotta go, you guys. I love you. And we're going to talk again. Listen, this is not going to take forever for them to find out who it is. They're going to expedite this shit. And We can ready to figure it out. We ready to find out what the fuck these two narcissists fucking did. Summer Wells, people fumbled the ball on that case, and this is not that, you guys. It's not. People can act like, oh, he had connections with the police department and all that. Okay, that could be true. But I'm telling you, nobody's losing their fucking job over this one. Fucking Chris Proudfoot and Katie Proudfoot. The redhead can't come out the RV. This bitch cannot come out that RV. Yeah, she's medicated for sure. But I'm gonna let you guys go because I gotta go to work in the morning. I'm up a little bit too late. God bless you guys, and we're gonna do another one. They're gonna find out who these body parts belong to. Like I said, you guys, Chris didn't have a lot of time to get rid of this body. He didn't. He had to think fast. He did. And they need to put the dogs in all their cars and their vehicles, the RV. They need to put the dogs out that Yogi Bear campground. They do. Because there's evidence somewhere. There is. There's evidence. But I have a good night, you guys. I gotta go to sleep. I love you. And we're gonna talk again. This is not over. This is not over, but God bless the people that been out searching for Sebastian, that's been getting death threats, that's been having to go through stuff, in their own mind and their mental health. God keep them, press on, keep them doing what they're doing, keep them doing what they're doing. Sebastian is a case. There's gonna be so many other cases, but I want you to keep them prepared to do everything that they need to do in this life and to find these children. And I don't want them to be sad about nothing. They all did what they were supposed to do, and nobody can control what happens in the universe. So let it be, because we're getting ready to find out. Marta True Crime she's already said her piece. So good night. Salam. Peace to everybody's family. Have a good night.